I'm going to see if I can pull it up. That's the true test if you're streaming or not. In fact, I'm gonna cut the Wi-Fi off of my phone just to like 100 because I don't want this to crash like at all. Like I really don't want this to crash. So the
Yeah,
Wi-Fi's
man, I
okay.
hate that.
I see it. I'm gonna click it. Okay, talk. Sense.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, you sound fine. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna share it to the group chat. So I had like a system I was gonna set up here where it's like the first just couple minutes is just us like randomly talking about stuff and getting set up and stuff. Because starting immediately is not because we need people to be here. So I'm gonna share it to the group chat and then I'm gonna actually tell people. I'm gonna tell my story that I am streaming right now or interviewing you, which is both technically.
That's a cool photo.
Let's see. Is there someone here in the comments, Spence? I saw something pop up on my screen.
Alright, I will go check that real quick. Hang on. I ain't trying the bell.
Bro, seriously? You don't have my notification bell on? Wow, I feel offended.
That's alright, I forgot things. Your channel kinda, to be fair, your channel was like,
My
poof.
well, yeah, my channel was kind of dead for a while, so yeah. I doubt many people are going to see my
Okay.
story on this
Eat
because...
yourself off the cliff, said sup.
Oh, hey, you eat yourself off a cliff. How you doing? We're getting set up here for a second, or at least I'm trying to share it to my Instagram story, so...
Oh, you're still here, buddy.
What? Okay, let me put the link in my bio because I don't want false advertising. I just said that in my story. And then we'll probably get started. I shared it to the group chat, the bare necessities. Let me
Oh, I'm
paste.
waiting for the bare necessities.
And let me make sure that link works because sometimes it doesn't and I don't know why. Okay, it does. Alright, so I got it pretty much set up here.
I'm not sharing it to my story.
But let's see, we have Eat Yourself Off a Cliff. What's up? We got Joe here. How you doing? Joe said your voice sounds weird.
Does it sound weird?
Let me see. Yeah, actually now there's kind of like an echo on it.
Yeah, I noticed the echo.
Yeah, actually now there's kind of like an echo on it. Yeah, there's like your voice does sound a little weird, but it is. I mean, I don't. It doesn't sound horrible. I don't know how you could fix that. I, I don't know unless you mess with your audio settings.
Hang on. About uh uh,
Let's see. Eat Yourself Off a Cliff said terrible. You find sirs? Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear you're not doing too good, man. Um, I'm doing pretty good. Uh, how about you, Spence? How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Oh, well, that's good to know. That is good to know. We are doing. Now, while you try to figure out your audio, whatever's going on there, let me just say that it's been a while since I've streamed anything on this channel. That was the epitome of my content back in 2018 and 19. So, or 19 mostly. Was it? No, it was 2018 where I was streaming a lot mostly. I streamed a little bit last year, but not much on this channel. So, like I was telling Spence before the stream started, if this goes over smoothly and nothing crashes, I might be able to stream on Elevator Talk Show more, but that's a variable because I'm not gaming. Because if I was gaming right now, that'd be taking up more bandwidth, and I don't even know how that would support anything. But that's just a thought, food for thought. Right, Spence?
Right.
Yeah, it's a little echoey.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really fix it.
I mean, it sounds fine enough. I think it's okay right now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Um, if it gets to the point where people like for whatever reason can't understand you, we'll try to figure something out. But yeah. So sorry for the quick setup there. Welcome to the question and answering interview with NerdySpencey, or you can just call him Spence or Spencer, whatever you want to call. What do you
Hello.
prefer? What do you want them to call you, Spence?
You can just call me Spence. This is
Okay,
easier.
Spence. That's what we all call him Spence. So you can just call him Spence. Um, Spence is one of my best friends in the entire world, and we all. I just hit my mic. Hopefully, that didn't sound bad. But we've known each other for a couple years now, and why don't actually, Spence? Why don't you introduce yourself? I feel like that'd be a little bit more professional.
Oh yes, it is I. It is your boy Spence.
It's
And
your boy Spence.
yeah, of course, I knew Brad for I believe it was I think it's about close to about over 4 years ish.
Yeah,
But yeah,
2016.
yeah, early 2016 to late 2015, one of the either way.
Yeah, and so we know each other for that long, and I think you. When did you hit me up on Instagram? Because I remember you hit me up in the comments
Uh,
one time a few years ago,
oh
before.
yeah, that was like it was had to been. I think I know I got my first cosplay in like on like my birthday on 2017.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. It was 2017.
Yeah, that was
But
2017
but
when
you're
I hit
you're
you up
talking to
once.
me on Instagram stuff, and you're asking me cosplay questions. I remember that. But then
Yeah.
we connected more through Elevator Talk Show, and obviously the Bare Necessities gang, and just a couple of my streams and stuff beforehand. So yeah,
Yes.
we're very close now, and I am glad to call Spence a professional Spectacular Scars Bearer 118 fan. um, well,
I've been reduced to a fan.
I I'm messing up the stream. What? I tapped my controller and now it's showing Share Factory. That's weird.
That's funny.
Hold up. Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, I fixed. I don't. Okay. So yeah, I'm streaming this through Share Factory. If you didn't know, sorry, I tapped my controller on accident. I should probably move that as far. Stop. I have the stream in the background playing. I'm a mess
Yeah.
right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Um,
Yeah, he's new to this, right?
it's the first time doing this, but my controller's like off to the side. I'm not gonna touch it.
Yeah.
Um, but
Just leave it.
anyways, I mean, do you want to just like get right into the questions here?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we kind of touched on we talked about like how we met up on Instagram about your cosplay, but what got you interested in cosplay in general in the first place, you know?
Oh, that's a pretty good question. Actually, I think a while back, I started back in 2016, and I was like casually looking at, I was just messing around on YouTube, and then all of a sudden I see this certain channel. You might have heard of him, Spidey Fit.
Spidey Fit, yes, I love Spidey Fit.
Yeah, I saw some. I looked at. I was watching some of the videos. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I wish I had one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
And and wasn't like the thing that truly won that got me motivated to start begging my parents for one. But and then apparently, and then of course it was cool. And I eventually, like late 2016, and I saw. I think I'm not mistaken. I saw you with your cool cosplay. So I was like, oh, that's it. That's pretty sick.
Ooh, sick.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, I would, I can't teach for like some advice on the thing, and then
You did, I remember that.
yeah, and I did get the suit, and then I barely wore it. I mean, I wore it every now and then just for jokes, and then, but even then I just like, yeah, there's some it grew on me over the years, and I just
For sure.
yeah,
And
it's kind of fun to wear it.
just for quick clarification, let's talk about your first suit right quick. So what obviously I know what it is, but for people who don't, what was your first suit, and what are your thoughts about it? Like, go into
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah, it's the 2016 variant of the advanced suit from Fire
The
PS4.
very first one.
For those who don't know, yeah, my very first suit.
Yes. It well, it
If
quickly
you were
and
gonna really talk about first costume I ever wore of a Spider-Man related, it had to be Tasm. But
oh,
since that's not, we
Tasm.
don't, since we're not including Halloween costumes, I didn't
Oh,
really
oh,
think about
okay.
this.
I was
My
about to
first,
say, I was like, I don't remember you having a Tasm costume.
nah, I was like, that's not quite technically the first Spider-Man suit I wore, but it was a Halloween costume like a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah, technicalities.
Yeah, that's for technicalities, but the first legit cosplay suit was Spider-Man since on 2016.
And
And
the
the face
clarification,
shell was cool.
quick,
What?
one second. The clarification on that is that the pattern file wasn't exactly accurate because they didn't have many references just based off the trailer. But
It was all for the. It was based off the one trailer that
yes.
we saw.
Anyways, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Just wanted to put
Yeah,
that
that's
out
fine.
there.
And then yeah, of course, got it. It felt pretty good on me for when I first got it. And
Right.
had I not messed up with because I think the mask is like no zipper.
Oh, you did it like that. See, I did the same thing with my cane mask, and it was a pain.
Yeah, I saw one of your videos about that. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. I feel for you. And
Yeah.
that's even worse with the face shell because that's Zen face shells are huge and my like geez, yeah.
Oh yeah. Thankfully, my new mask my Spider Noir mask has a zipper, came with a zipper, so
That's good.
that
That's very
that saved
good.
trouble.
No, for sure.
That really helps.
But okay, so I guess next question. You
Yeah.
took quite the hiatus from cosplay for a bit. I mean, you did a couple like here and there, like the Luke Skywalker, right? And then
Yeah, it was a lot. I was like mostly for jokes. I only went Luke Skywalker quotation marks because it was a thing for prom and everyone was like dressed up in something like Marvel related Star
uh,
Wars. It's like a whole Disney thing.
yeah, it was a
Prom.
character thing, right?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool though. I'll admit. And yeah, that's not technically it was. And after that, it was. But before that, there was also that one thing because I felt pretty inspired by a post that you did, Brad,
Ah.
on Instagram
Oh, that I know what
about
you're talking about. Yes, I do remember
yeah,
that.
you just like went with the I don't know what exactly what the reference
The
was, but it's like that.
Exile Returns Ben Riley where he's just got like the leather jacket, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I took a little bit. I kind of just put on my Insomniac mask and the gloves, and I went around my leather jacket, and I just called it a day.
Yeah, and funny thing about that is that in like all my posts every year when I count up like all my Spider-Man costumes or my cosplays in general, I always count that as one of the cosplays that Ben Riley XL returns, but it doesn't really make any sense for me to do so because I only wore it once. But whatever. But yeah, I do remember that. I remember you making that post and saying, "Hey, this is like my version of this."
My take on it. I mean, I was pretty proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, I it looked pretty cool. I mean, the leather jacket look always like seals things pretty well. God, who is texting me right now? Anyways, but no. So the question about that was that you took the hiatus for a bit. Like obviously you did that Luke thing, and even emo Peter Parker from Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I did
Um,
it.
but now you're getting back into it seriously with Spider-Man Noir at least. And
Yeah.
what is that like? You know, hopping straight back into it after kind of like taking a break
Oh,
from doing it seriously.
yeah. I feel amazing. Like I think I was kind of nervous about it because when I ordered it and there was some weird stuff going on
Hmm.
with the costume because of course as we all the time I ordered it was during a pandemic
Yes, yes,
and
that's messing up shipping
that
and
might have
everything.
been that's probably one of the reasons why and some stuff went on and then we kind of got a little worried about it that it wasn't even gonna get here and then as soon as we were like yo we should like cancel the order or something
You made
the package comes in
yeah, and you get the
and then
costume and you're set.
yeah, and then I'm pretty surprised at how the suit turned out. The suit, because it seemed better because it's based off my probably one of my more favorite Spider-Man games in person. Was the Spider-Man game that kind of changed me a little bit.
Shared dimensions.
Yeah, Shadow Dimensions. So it's
Yes.
based off that. Even though it says that it's Into Spider-Verse is suit, but when you look at it, even on the picture, it's like, oh, that's just Shadow Dimensions. What are you all talking about?
Yeah, they probably do that because that's where most people know Noir from, and they just want money.
Yeah. Ugh.
um,
They took that. I'm gonna. I would go on a rant about that, but I'm gonna. Yeah,
you
I'm
can
just
if
not
you
gonna
want to. I mean, there's just say there's not
because
a question about something like that later. I don't know if there is. I don't
maybe
remember some of these questions I wrote.
maybe like there's some stuff. I think the more I got into the war, the more I understood. I understood. I kind of like understood his whole character and things.
Yeah, yeah, and that can go
And
for any character.
that made me like into Spirus Noir and even the new comics. That kind of made me like that a lot less.
Yeah, because they put him in a different light than what he's originally supposed to be in the
Yeah,
run, correct?
yeah,
Because
that's
I know I basically know most of this from secondhand from you because I haven't read much of Noir outside of the Spider Verse type like events.
it's oh yeah, you did you actually did show me the Edge of Spider Verse sign you own.
Yes, I that is that I do have that, and that's actually I think one of my first introductions to Noir outside Shattered, tongue tied, sorry, Shattered Dimensions. I had that issue, and obviously the next issue was Spider Gwen's first appearance. So, but yeah, no, I have that
Okay.
and read it.
Uh, yes. Um, so that, but anyway, as the question about getting back to it.
Yeah,
But anyway, as for the suit itself, yeah, I feel it's pretty awesome. I actually I probably plan on uh doing going to a convention maybe next year.
that was probably one of the questions later.
Yeah, but
I mean, I
I
could, you know, I
I've
might as
answered
well.
that.
I could ask that right now, and that we can just go right into that.
Yeah, we
Um,
can do it.
where is that question? I have a bunch here.
We get a
Um,
lot.
so, do you plan on going into any Comic Cons in the future?
Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, that's
Yes, yes.
it's in it. I know for sure that it's inevitable that I'm gonna probably
Get
maybe
to one.
maybe
And they're a
maybe
lot of
Charlotte.
fun.
Oh, I know. I had a yeah. I'll save. I have a couple things I'm planning on saying, but I'll probably get to that later.
Right, right. But you know, Comic Cons are really good for photo shoots, especially like it's where 95% of the stuff I post on Instagram comes from, or that's probably a wrong number, but
Yeah, you have like so many photos and you just save it.
yeah, and you get a lot of pictures, and so, but the bad thing is that right now there's been no Comic Con since February, so I depend on that. Like I come around, there's a Comic Con every other month, so I'll run out of content. I'll get to the next con, get more content with one suit, and then it'll be a cycle. But I've had to improvise in doing pictures in like my backyard and shit.
Yeah. So you got some cool content for
Yes,
Spec.
and again, that's the reason I said that is because that is very well good for you because I mean, right now you're doing like a bunch of selfies and stuff, which is good. That's good. I do the same thing, but it's good to get out there and get pictures in environments like that look like city backgrounds
I'd
or
rather have like some photos that I don't need to like make a full edit on. If that
yeah,
makes sense.
exactly. You get into an environment where you don't have to edit anything because it looks like it should. I mean, yeah, you can mess around with color grading or whatever when you're editing pictures. I
Yeah.
do that a lot, but you can, yeah, it's good for that sort of thing.
Yeah. Like if I actually go in a photo, I really do want to I don't know if this is a question on your thing, but I really do plan on eventually recreating Spider-Man War's first cover.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's not a question,
Yeah.
by the way. So go ahead,
Okay. I was
talk
just
about that. Go into that.
okay. Yeah. Actually, if I ever get like a good pose and like it's kind of hard for me to do it to outright do that like with. by itself in it. So having someone else take that photo would probably be better.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. Even if it can be a little weird or awkward to ask other people to take pictures of you, it's definitely always a better thing to do. I'm lucky that, I have some people who don't mind doing that sort of thing.
Yeah. And but anyway, what's the next question?
Okay, so me personally, I think, and I know some people have different opinions on this, but I personally think that spandex is very comfortable. I mean, I'm saying that because I'm used to it after 7 years of just
Yeah, I
wearing
understand
it
that.
and stuff like that. And so your noir suit it looks great and it looks very comfortable, but it's obviously not spandex. And having
Hmm.
had a spandex Spider-Man suit in the past, which do you prefer comfort-wise, your noir suit or your old Spider-Man suit?
My old Spider-Man suit. I mean, it was fine. I mean, I actually don't really mind the Spider-Man suit. I think the only problem is I just started getting, I started growing, and it just makes it hard to put it on.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah,
it a pain in the ass on, and I think that combined with the lack of a zipper on my mask and the removal of gloves, I think that kind of made me. Uh, it was more like a test run, and
yeah.
I don't hate spandex. I think if I had like better
Quality
attachments and stuff,
or
and
yeah, attachments that can
yeah, better
make or
attachment
break.
stuff.
Yeah,
If I had that, I probably would have put on the suit a lot more. But but if I came to the war, the suit feels great. I like to put. It's pretty simple to put on. You just put on. It's like you put on a regular set of clothes.
yeah. So and that's very convenient because obviously spandex can be sometimes inconvenient. I mean, yeah, if you don't have soles, you can wear it under your clothes or even you just show your
I do have
spidey.
soles.
Yes, which is one thing, but and putting it on is a whole nother because if you don't want to wear clothes under it, if you just want it to be like whatever, you'd have to strip down and then put it on, which I usually do that because sometimes it can get too hot wearing spandex. People forget that spandex covers your entire body, which traps your body heat all around your entire body. So, but with your noir suit, it does look like putting it on regularly works in your favor.
Yeah, and I feel a lot more happier in the suit. The only complaint I have right now, anyway, until I get that fixed, hopefully, because I have since my nana is really good with knitting and stuff. She still got it. She can probably make my pants feel less like big because it takes on. That's probably the hardest thing to do. Like put those pants on
Hmm.
and the
They
belt. And the belt, I don't want to talk about the belt's well, but it's mostly because the pants are like too big on me,
baggy, too
and
baggy.
yeah, they're really baggy on me. Yeah,
Right.
and I have to literally just make sure I have to like be have my legs leaning against some structural to like my bed or something so I can keep it in place while I put it on and on the belt. Sports
That
crack.
that does sound very difficult to keep up with all that, especially when you're just trying to like
Yeah,
wear the pants.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I'll get it fixed soon
I mean,
enough.
yeah, but sizing errors can occur when you're getting a costume, and it's happened to me a lot. So
Yeah,
that's not too big of a surprise, but it does suck that you'd have to get it fixed, even you know.
yeah.
Um,
So uh,
you talked a little bit about Spidey Fit kind of
mhm.
inspiring you a little bit. Were there like who were your like main cosplay inspirations today, then even like throughout like all your entire career? Who were your cosplay inspirations?
Well, Spidey Fit was kind of the one that kind of sparked that interest in cosplay
Right.
for me. But I think out of everyone, I think it's usually been honestly, I think of all the cosplayers, I think you're the most inspirational one
Ah, I
to me.
see.
Not because I'm biased, not because I'm
Well,
biased,
no, I know,
actually.
I know, but I mean, we did back then. We weren't as close as we are now. So I
We
do
weren't as
see.
close as we are now.
Yeah.
We're more chill with each other, and but I mean, we never like this. We were like close
Right. Right.
until say 2018-ish.
Yeah. But no, thank you about that.
Yeah,
I've
no problem.
had a lot of people say that, like, oh, and Alex has said the same thing. It's like, oh, you're an inspiration. It's like,
Alex is
well,
great too. Like him and his Doom cosplay is kicks ass.
for sure. And you know what? I'm gonna ask. Now that I think about it, I'm asking Alex the same question. I'm gonna say excluding me, but no, Spidey Fit. That is the other one. And yeah, Spidey
Yeah,
Fit is kind of a legend in the cosplay community.
yeah.
He's got a good positive attitude about everything.
Mm-hmm. Also has some cool suits, but yeah.
Take a break for a second to read some comments. Let's see. Epic style. I make my own souls, said Red. That's pretty cool. I've done that on one occasion, or two occasions. It failed the first time, worked the second, and I meant to do it a third time, but I haven't gotten around to it. Anyways, also comment section. If you have any questions for Spence, ask away
Yeah. Yeah, if
because
you have any questions, you might as well.
yeah, I might not have a certain question you ask in my notes here, and that'd be pretty good. So I'm just gonna keep it long going here. So you modified the goggles for your costume.
I did.
How did that go?
Uh, that was I had the idea. Okay, so I think I had the idea for some time. Like, what if I just take what if I just take lenses from like one of my old pairs of glasses and just kind of just stick them into the onto like either beneath the mask or like somewhere like that. I think the idea was there all the way back when I got my first costume.
Right,
Uh,
because wearing glasses is kind of difficult when you have like a mask in front of your face.
yeah,
Yeah.
and for me, it's even worse. I think for Spider-Man and Wars mask, it was most I could almost barely see without like vision.
Damn, man.
Because they also have like fog, and then yeah, it was just kind of a pain, and then I put on the. So I decided, you know what, frick it, and I just put in. I asked my dad, yo, if we can like take the lens out of these glasses and put it into the goggles, and he
And
was like, all right,
all right, so it worked pretty well, right?
yeah, we got it. I was a little nervous, and it came out fine, though. I think we might be doing it, given it. We're gonna probably might be going to redoing it, but with Gorilla Tape.
Ah, Gorilla Tape, the strongest material known to existence of
Yeah,
mankind's
that's what
exist,
we might be
whatever.
doing.
No, but I mean,
Yeah,
I think it turned out really good based off of what the pictures I saw and the way you're describing it here.
yeah, it turned out a lot better than I thought.
Because, like you said, vision is already a problem in these Spider-Man suits, especially if you're noir suit, since it has goggles as well.
Yeah, it's
Um,
goggles and the white patches saying on the
I'm
mask itself.
still confused as to why the people who made you noir suit didn't just put the white on the goggles instead of the mask.
I don't know, that was weird. That was weird.
Like
Not like it's
it,
not. It's kind of more. It's like a more of a nitpick.
yeah, it still looks good. I mean, I think that like,
Looks great.
yeah, no, it looks great. I just think they would make a little bit more sense to do it that way, but whatever. I mean, it works. It still looks good, but um, this is okay. So now we're gonna go off a little on a little another topic here. If you can name 5 cosplays that you would love to do, and it can be
Oh,
any dream costume cosplay. It
oh
doesn't
my
have to be within
God.
budget or anything. Go ahead. 5.
Five. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Fun fact. Yeah. I think the idea dropped, and am considering doing it one day. Uh, one of them is 'cause is Moon Knight.
Ooh, that's
Like,
interesting.
well, okay, Mr. Knight to be more
Mr. Knight.
specific.
Okay,
I think
that's
I saw
really
his mask.
interesting.
on the Etsy store, there's like someone put up like this cool mask,
Hmm.
and it looks like that mask to me, and I was like, I might put that, I might do that someday.
That is a very good. I did not expect you to say that. Honestly, that took me by
Yeah, I thought
surprise.
I really might. I think that costume's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty like it's pretty basic, but it's also pretty cool. So like, I should do that someday.
Yeah, I think you
Cool.
should. That sounds like a great idea.
Someday I'll do it, but when I think I might do it whenever I might start doing more cosplays whenever I actually I'd be able to afford to get money myself. But anyway,
Felt that.
okay, four more. Four more.
Four more.
Well, might as well start a Spider-Man cosplay. I've always wanted to do. Uh, actually, uh, actually, no, I got one. I think if I want to do, it would definitely be Raimi Spider-Man. That's
The classic.
my nostalgia trip, but yeah,
The classic.
the classic, bro.
If you ever do that, I know a good place to get a Raimi Spider-Man facial.
Uh, yeah, I'll hit you up about that if I ever do it. But anyway, I think another one, Venom would be a cool one to
Venom,
do.
that would be a cool one.
Uh, However I do, I mean, yeah, that was soft up for Venom.
Right, right.
Uh,
So that's
uh,
three. We got three here.
ooh, how about uh, Spider-Man 29 would be I would like to do Spider-Man 29.
2099.
Yep.
Would you do it with the web cape or without the web cape?
Web cape.
Yes, sir.
I like the web cape.
Dude,
I think I saw a couple of panels of that, and I'm like, yo, that looks sick. Someone needs to do that.
no, dude, that's like the only reason, and I've considered that too in the past, and that's like the only reason I've ever considered it because I love his costume, but I don't know as much as about 2099 as I should. But his web cape is just it's too damn convincing. It looks so cool. I've always wanted to do a costume of a cape, so I felt you on that one.
Spider-Man Unlimited.
Spider-Man, well, yeah, that's
Uh,
another one, yeah. One
oh,
more.
but that's not my fifth cost. Oh yeah, one more.
Yeah.
Ooh, one more. Uh, if any, uh,
Drum roll?
drum roll, please.
That sounds like I'm clapping, not clapping.
You're clapping, not fast.
I was hitting my thighs.
Yep. It's I think honestly, I know Alex Ross Spider-Man is probably my favorite artist.
Yes, sir. His artwork is incredible. Are you talking like his classic Spider-Man suit or his redesigned suit?
Like all new, different.
Or all new, all different. Like his, the concept art he did
Oh, you're
for.
talking about the concept for Raimi Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about like the OG classic.
OG classic.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Mirror lenses.
Like the
and
one
everything.
you have.
Okay, yeah. The mirror lenses was a big convincing thing for me because I've always wanted to do that. But that's a good choice. Those are good choices. Those are all good choices. I think the one that took me by most surprise was Mystery Knight.
I know a certain channel that apparently did a fan film with that suit.
I also happen to know a certain channel that did a fan film. Wait, which channel? What are we talking about?
I'm talking about Six Side.
Oh yeah, okay. So we're thinking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Okay.
On to the next question. Okay, he's ready. He's ready for my questions.
Yes.
So we're taking a detour from cosplay in general. You thought I wanted to do that, right? It says cosplay interview, but we're taking a detour. Let's talk about your favorite band or music. What's your favorite band or music or anything like that?
I think if I had to choose, I don't know. It's like there's so many good bands out there.
I
And
felt
it's
that.
kind of it's very hard to decide which is my go-to band.
Right. No,
Like,
I understand.
I think out of all these the bands that I've listened to the most songs, it probably been Starset.
Yeah, I see you post them on your Instagram story a lot.
Yeah.
What is it about Starset that you like? What's your opinions and
I
thoughts
just
on
like
them?
I pretty I just like the I kind of like the way that they're I kind of like the beat, kind of like some lyrics are pretty cool.
The messages to about their song and their songs, stuff like that.
Yes.
I felt
Yeah.
that, yeah. I understand that. Based off of what I heard from your story or your stories when you put them on there, they sound really good. So
Hmm.
they got my approval.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is gonna be a question that I know you're gonna enjoy answering. Where is it? My questions. I already know the answer to this, but
Oh.
let's talk. Okay, so what is your favorite video game of all time?
That should have been a cut. I should have been. I forgot. I almost forgot about that. Obviously Dead Space 2. That hands down. That
Why
was.
why do you love Dead Space 2 so much?
Oh, I love
Explain.
the other one.
Let's let
Okay. Okay.
people get into your personality and your likes and
Okay.
opinions here.
Okay. So I'm not really a big horror guy. I never was. But this is my Dead Space 2 really. Dead Space 1 was really cool, and I never really gotten when that wasn't really what got me into the series.
Hmm.
But when I played Dead Space 2, mostly because they can't get that game has the most OP weapon, being the foam gun.
The foam gun.
How at sports games you have like these guys with these weird finger gun things.
Oh, you showed me this. You already yeah, I
Yeah,
remember now.
I show you this.
You did show me
It's very
this.
snow now. Kind of like it looks like that, and then you have to beat the game of hardcore to achieve it, and then you just and it's or you and you just hear Isaac going bang bang pew pew every time he
Every
shoots,
time he
and it's
shoots,
and it,
that's
it,
funny.
it mops the floor with them like no
Dang.
contest.
So it looks like a joke gun, but it doesn't real damage.
It's a joke gun, but kind of like it's kind of like what that other what's that one super game should have done. You know what I mean?
Ooh, interesting. A little salty here.
I'm calling out PS5 and PS4 on that one.
No, for sure. I mean, costume, the underwear suit, and a couple other things in the game like that.
It's
Joke
kind of like that,
stuff
except the foam finger actually is cool.
actually does stuff.
Yeah, actually, that stuff. Like, why would you ever want to have quick rant? Why would you ever want to have a superpower that just
You can,
is one hit
but
people, but
you can get one hit too. I guess it's trying to determine or test your skill. Be like, oh, let's see how many times you can't get hit. But it's kind of, or let's see if you can get hit or not. But it's kind of like, and
that's all
that
for me.
exact. It's mostly for memes because like I understand that you're not wearing like any armor or whatever. And I mean, Spider-Man doesn't really
Mhm.
wear much armor, but he has like padding on his advanced suit, so it's kind of like you don't have your protection, but it's like he never really. He's just wearing spandex. You're basically naked already.
Yeah.
And you're just in your underwear now, so it's kind of like whatever.
Hmm. Uh, okay. As back to Dead Space,
Right.
it's like Dead Space 2. Combines a bit of adds some action, then adds some action set pieces with some horror. Gives Isaac an actual voice because in the first game he was mute for some reason. Uh,
Seriously?
and then yeah, then he like completely mute. He's like one of those characters that like in first-person shooters. You know what I mean? Where they're the character where the guy you're pointing at is full on mute and he doesn't have any.
He doesn't.
He's just there
That's
to
kind of
just see
strange.
yourself.
That is kind of strange. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I never really got why they did that, but
But
I
they
mean,
fixed that in the second one.
the second one they kind of give more depth to Isaac. Um, Also survival horror was really it was pretty I loved it, and then it has like also the Dead Space series in general has like the most probably one of the most clean HUDs ever.
Really?
Yeah, all you need to say your health, your stasis pack, It's all on your back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's your yeah. Literally, the rig is literally
That's
your
that's actually
yeah
very unique. So basically,
yeah.
it builds your HUD into the game itself, pretty much.
Yes, that's pretty much what it is, and it looks pretty sick.
Kind of reminds me, not it's not like exactly the same, but kind of reminds me what you're saying there, how Republic Commando did it a little bit, where you're looking through your visor,
Oh yeah.
kind of like an Iron Man sort of thing, where your heads-up display is part of like the actual like it's what you're seeing, or it's part of your character design and your armor.
Oh yes, that's pretty much what it is.
I've always loved it when games do that and stuff. So that sounds very interesting.
And Dead Space is definitely one of those where it literally integrates the game HUD into your character,
That's
and
really cool. I love that
all you need
idea.
to see is on the back, man. Your health is pretty basic. Your health, your stasis pack, and yeah, that's all you need to know.
I love that
And
idea.
it's
That seriously sounds really cool to me.
if I'm allowed to add a sixth cosplay, then I would definitely the advanced suit from or even the engineering suit from Dead Space. I would definitely need one. I would do.
Engineering suit, interesting. Yeah, I think I know what that looks like.
Yeah. The
Maybe.
engineering suit is essentially like the suit you would see on in the first game. I don't know if you know what that looks like,
Maybe, I don't even
but
know.
I made a post about the suits on like a ranking of
Oh,
like the
that's right, you
species.
did. I don't have a
Yeah,
clear memory on that.
yeah, that's fine, but
But I do remember that
and then
post.
yeah, and then but it's like my second favorite suit in the series.
Joe said it's very realistic and immersive if they do that with the heads-up display.
Oh yeah, that's what they games should do that more often.
They
Excuse me.
should do that more often because it like Joe said it's more immersive because you don't have this giant like now I understand it for some games where they have certain heads-up displays because maybe it's a first-person shooter or something. I get that sort of thing, but like Battlefront for instance, but um with games story-based games like that, I feel like heads-up displays should be integrated into like your design or whatever, or at least try to find a way to do it where it's not like too
Or
like
have,
obscuring of
or at the
everything.
very least, have the HUD be more thematic
Yeah,
for
that
the
makes
character.
sense. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Make it look cool, and if you can, definitely integrate the HUD into the character and all that. Pretty cool. Kind of sidetrack from cosplay for a bit there.
Oh well, we're gonna keep on that theme because my next question is, what is your least favorite fast food restaurant?
Oh my god. Oh my god. If
I have
I
to
have
I have to let the people understand you as a person better. It's not you're not
okay,
just
that's
a
fair.
cosplay figure. You're not an cosplay. You're not just a cosplay influencer. You're a person, Spence, and they need to know you.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
That was
Uh,
a joke, but mostly, but yeah.
I know, but okay. Please favorite least favorite fast food restaurant, right?
hmm
Okay.
And why?
Uh,
Please tell me why.
ooh, there's some. There's quite a. There's. I don't really go to that many fast food restaurants, but there's only one that I don't like going to often.
The one.
Drum roll, please.
Oh, let me clap. Clapping, not fapping. What's up?
Burger King.
Facts. Oh my God. We can. All right. Are we about to talk about Burger King here for a second?
Yep.
Fuck Burger King with all the might in my house and power under the name of Lord and Savior King Parker. So
Mexican.
what? I mean, okay.
Oh, I thought it was just Joe was just saying that. He's a person and his name is Spencer.
Oh, I get the joke. It's from Star Wars Episode One: The Phantom Menace, directed by George Lucas, 1999. But
Yeah.
uh,
Okay, but for before goes,
fucking Burger King. I've made a whole. You're about to get me on a rant here. I made a whole video talking about why Burger King sucks, and yeah, their fucking burgers taste like paint, bro. I know you should be the one answering the question, but like you're setting me off here. But
I only okay. Can I say real quick?
Yeah, no, just to go ahead. So you're in, it's the
Okay.
you're supposed to be doing.
I don't know. It's like whenever I never really, I can't really stand eating burgers. I don't. It's like a thing. I just don't like doing. And I know I had a burger once, but I always mostly I just go for the bread, and occasionally the cheese, and that's about it.
Right, right, right.
Like that. But I think what really set me off was, I think if I'm mistaken, they also there was a time when they had like chili cup or something.
Yeah, what, Burger King?
It's like Burger King. It's like they had like a little like a small cup of chili or something.
Probably. I don't
Tried
think.
it and I hated it. I never came back there again.
Yeah, never go to Burger King if you see. They should not be called Burger King. They should be called Chicken King because I don't actually mind their chicken. Like I don't mind their chicken nuggets and I don't mind their chicken fries. I've had
They
their
should
chick.
be considered like career breath.
I- I've had I've had the chicken sandwich before and it tastes like other shit. So I mean, their chicken nuggets are pretty good. So they should call themselves Chicken Nugget King. Their fries are actually, I hate on Burger King a lot, but actually really love their fries. There's something about them that I like, and they have Coke ices and ices in general that I like, so those are really good. But yeah, now you got me talking about Burger King right now, so that's
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's just can we just leave it at that?
fucking
Burger King sucks. Let's
paint
move on.
ass burgers. The shame that it's false advertising. Um,
Yeah.
Number 15, Burger King foot. Anyways, next question. If you actually hold up, what did Joe say? Sorry, comments. He was,
McDonald's fries are better. That's
yeah,
facts.
McDonald's fries are better. Facts. They are 100% better. Anyways, if you, Spencekin, could meet one celebrity, who would that be and why?
Deep thought. uh, oh my god. Meet one celebrity. That's a really good
He's
question.
gonna say Scarlett Johansson 100%. And his why is so he can go on a romantic date with her.
I have no words to that. Because honestly, even if I wanted to meet them, it's like one of those, even if you want to meet them, for me, like I probably melt.
Yeah, you'd be so starstruck, I guess, 'cause you'd be like, what the, and you'd come off as a weirdo. Not you in specific, but anyone, because I know I would if I met like
Yeah.
Julian Casablancas, for example. I'd be like, I can't think, I can't process words because you're so cool. But like, yeah, no, I definitely get that.
Also, if I were to be a celebrity, I mean, apart from Scarlett Johansson, that's the obvious.
The cliche.
Um, I think Chris Pratt would be a cool dude.
Yeah. Oh, he would. He seems like such a he seems like such a bro.
Yeah, he's like a cool dude
Yeah, he's
to like
definitely a cool
just
dude.
vibe with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. He'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool just to like eat some McDonald's with or something. It'd be like
Yeah.
catch some chicken nut McNuggets, maybe a quarter
I know
pounder
Joe
if they
would
did.
approve. Right, Joe? Right, Joe.
Joe said Scarlett Johansson.
I know, I saw.
um, we're gonna give Joe 2 seconds to reply, and then I am going to the next question. But that was a good answer. I approve of that answer.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kidding. Your answer fucking sucks. Anyways, I'd want to meet
Oh,
George Lucas and Mark Hamill. That's a good answer as well. That's yeah, that's a very good answer
oh yeah,
because
those are really good ones too.
you can ask
Like
George
I would meet.
Lucas anything about Star Wars, and then you can ask Mark Hamill anything about his Luke Skywalker. I don't know, and it would be a really good experience.
Just get Mark Hamill to say record a line and then his Joker voice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh,
It's a Joker.
but
I would
anyway.
give him to record a Hobgoblin voice line. What are you talking about? I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, that would get to you.
That'd be cool, but at the same time, it's like if you meet Mark Hamill and if you're not talking about Star Wars, you're obviously talking about the Joker, or maybe just talking about him in general. But I feel like that's like what he's most well known for. Nah, bro, I'm gonna ask him about the Trickster. I'm more of a Flash fan, anyways. Next question. Sorry. So we are going back to cosplay. That was a little detour. Um,
Yep.
so we touched on your first face shell a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
from
Yeah.
It was from Zentai Zone,
Yes.
correct? And what did just go into your thoughts about that because I have my own personal opinions on Zentai Zone's face shells, but I'd like to hear yours more
My
fleshed out.
okay, the facial I had anyway. It's kind of the thing where it just gets like it just smushed in your face, you know. It's just it just gets all smushed, and
Oh, really? Because I had quite the opposite
like
encounter with Zentai
it's not like
Zone.
terrible. Like I can feel like you're fine and all that, but I don't know, kind of it was kind of a pain. And I mean, well, the lens is quick on pretty well. That's a fact.
Oh, for
I know
sure.
that.
Yeah, they do a really good job with keep them on at least. But yeah, no, the whole thing about like, so I guess it's more so about I guess the size of your head or the shape of your face. I'm not trying to say anything about your
It
head size or anything, but
could it could be, but I mean, it was fine enough for me. I can just that's fine, whatever.
yeah. And actually, it might have been more difficult for me, or because I personally think it was too.
What
My
what's
Zentai
your
shell
take
was.
on it?
Wait, what?
What's your take on it?
Oh well, okay. So I got mine 2017. Or early 2017. I was like 15. So I think because I was a lot younger, that's probably why I wasn't done growing yet. That's probably why I thought that it was too big back then because I still think it's a little bit too big, but I recently compared it to my Raimi face shell, which I need to record a video comparing my face shells, so it's a mental note to myself.
Yeah,
But
you said you're gonna record that,
I
so yeah.
haven't done that. But I did like a test comparison between the two of them just to myself, and they're not too far different in sizes. I'd say the Zentai Zen is still a little bit bigger, but the Raimi one is still quite big, and I think that maybe if I try the old uh, Zentai Zen shell again, it wouldn't be as bad because I've grown since my face is big because I got big brain in school. Or my head's bigger, I guess you could say. But
Okay.
anyways, oh well, I already asked that question about the Comic Cons.
Yeah, you did ask that
So
question.
yeah, I'm looking at my questions here. All right, so what made you originally start a YouTube channel?
Ooh, actually, it was my YouTube channel. It was just usually just started out like it's just it's just like a casual gaming channel with like a lot of people like young teens like myself at the time. I was like, I want to create a YouTube channel so I can possibly
Get famous,
no, yeah, like it's like that mindset for a lot of young teens who want to
for
be
sure.
like PewDiePie or something like that.
Right.
And I started out, I was doing fine. I don't think my work was terrible, but I just, but I, by the time of this stream being recorded, I did delete a bunch of my content because I felt it was just unnecessary crap.
Yeah, I
Uh,
feel that sometimes.
yeah, some of it staying for one for nostalgia and two to avoid myself cringing. Uh, and but it was always mostly it used to be a gaming channel. Now I'm shifting it more towards cosplay, commentaries, and other stuff. Uh,
Because all the gaming stuff's on the other channel,
yeah.
Elevator Talk Show.
Over Talk Here Promotion Gang.
Yes, you guys should. If you are, here's an advertisement. All right, so this video is sponsored by Elevator Talk Show. Now, if you guys only subscribe to this channel, which I'm pretty sure Em and Joe are the only people watching right now, but if you're watching this at a later date, and if you're only subscribing to this channel, you guys should definitely go subscribe to Elevator Talk Show because we have a bunch of gaming videos. It's me, Spence, Joe, and a bunch of and Alex and everyone else, and we do a bunch of videos and shit about gaming. So you should check it out.
Yeah.
We do streams and
Primarily a gaming channel. Though
yeah,
we do occasionally podcasts, which we
yeah,
gotta do that
like
once
this.
in some time.
We do podcasts like this, but it's everyone
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
it's
I'll
the
make sure everyone
inspiration for
knows.
this actually because.
Yeah.
I enjoy those podcasts we do so much. So I was like, I need to do like something like that, but like interview style, and I'll do it with Spence first.
Yeah, except
But
for the
like
one I was the one and one.
because you were, I had, because I have some interesting questions for you, and plus, you're getting back into the cosplay game, so
Mhm.
that's part of it. But yeah, I do want to do more of those podcasts too on ETS. Hopefully, we can do that soon.
Oh, oh, hey, yo, is this the guy that runs that TMNT fan account?
Oh, bro, maybe I don't know. That dude seems kind of sketchy. Whoever that Turtles Prime dude is. Turtles Prime seems kind of sketch. Not gonna lie, I don't roll with that dude honestly.
Sketch, bro.
Gotta keep up the illusion here. But Jesus. Anyways, want to go to the next question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, speaking of Elevator Talk Show, if you can think of one, what is your favorite video on Elevator Talk Show?
Oh, uh, I, uh,
It can be one
that's
of the ones
a
you've done or one of the ones someone else did or a stream or something
got
specific.
I don't really have a favorites per se,
I mean, that is kind of a hard
but
question because we have so many videos on there that's
we have quite a
I
bunch.
don't even know the answer to that for myself.
Hang on, let me go.
I'm just gonna go look at
Uh,
ETS. He's pulling it up.
yeah, cool. Oh, that's right. I think my favorite one was probably the like that genuinely made me laugh was probably the Brad Yoda gets revenge.
That was a funny one. That was a really good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That was fun to film.
that's the one thing that's like my favorite, probably.
The title was inspired by your video, which was the Brad Yoda being weird. So you
Oh
you
yeah, I did say that.
you have the influence here. But yeah, no, it's that was a good video and it was fun filming that.
Yep.
Mhm.
I love how actually cameo. Yeah, I never showed up.
For sure, for sure. Like this comment if you smashed Brad, or if you if you smashed Brad. You can't like it's a live chat. You can't like the comment, so that means no one has. Wait a minute, or no one would.
This is a trick question.
It's a trick
This is a trick
question,
question.
sir. And no, I'm not paying child support. Um, let's
Hey,
see.
child. Oh my God, it's that dude.
It's not. Anyways,
Oh,
let's see. What was where am I on my question sheet here? Okay,
we're
I know. We talked about elevator talk show, but all right. So back to that's funny. That was
again.
that was a random interjection question, I guess you could say, because or those two, because I talked about YouTube for a bit there. But so,
Detroit.
would you ever consider getting into like crafting or building with foam costumes, like I have done with Shredder and
Uh,
Alex has with Doom guy?
yes. It's an idea. I might do something similar to what Godzilla Mendoza has. It was another influential cosplayer. But yeah.
Oh, with his 'cause didn't he do a Dead Space cosplay?
Yeah, he did do one.
Isaac, or was it?
It looks amazing. For what he did.
I have
So
seen it. It does look really good. But yeah, no, building with foam is very fun to do, and I think you would enjoy the hell out of it.
yeah, I might actually do that sometime.
Foam is pretty cheap too. I mean, I get mine from Michaels. They're only like $1 per a small like sheet. So if you do get into that, let me know, and I'll give you some tips and stuff because it's
Oh yeah,
pretty
I was thinking
interesting.
about that too. Yeah, if I am gonna do it, I'm definitely hitting you up with that.
And also it's a good like kind of thing to keep yourself busy. And I think I'm not saying you have to do like anytime soon, but it's definitely something that I should have been doing during this entire quarantine stuff because and I was thinking about actually getting started on Heat Blast in a few days or so because credit up tongue tied crafting with foam again is a good time consumer and you can it's
Uh,
relaxing, so I think you would enjoy that.
Christopher Sue is my biggest cosplay influence.
That's funny, didn't we
I think
already
we already answered that.
we tackled that question, but if you want to say it again, go ahead.
Yeah, that was rad.
Yeah, well, it was also Spidey Fit, but to be fair, he
Yeah,
did say
Spidey
me.
Fit, Gaza Mendoza, like yeah, and other folks. Kinda, it's like a mix.
Will is here. Hello, Will.
Hi, Will. And what? yeah, Brad's the biggest influence.
I appreciate that. I do. I really do. Um, but yeah, Will, if you have any questions for Spence, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments, and we'll get to them because we've gotten a good like 15 questions through, I think, so far.
Yeah.
But do you want to move on to the next question?
Yeah, go ahead.
We did kind of touch on the whole taking pictures and stuff, like how you've already kind of taken selfies, but
We have.
and outside of any Comic Cons, do you plan on doing any photo shoots, like going around somewhere in your town? Because Alex does this a lot. He'll go to like a park or something and take pictures. Do you plan on doing something similar to that, or are you keeping it simple?
It's not in the. It's not in the. I don't have any plans for that right now,
Interesting, yeah.
but I might consider that down down the road. I think I'm at most. I'd probably just be like at, say, maybe a party or something. I don't know. Well,
Right.
maybe sometime down the road. I might let you know on that.
That okay, cool. Because I don't do much of that either, besides uh,
Oh,
around
okay.
the house
Will
or
asked
whatever.
what's the most difficult part of the suit. I already answered this, but in case since you were here, I'll just say right now. It was the most definitely the pants.
The pants, yes.
They're too big on me, and I have to literally just. That's the struggle. The pain to put on the. I got to put on the belt, and then it's a struggle.
And that kind of actually brings me to the next sort of question, or if I haven't already asked this. Um, Besides modifying the pants to fit better, and the whole glasses, goggles thing, are there any other
hmm
modifications that you want to do to your suit?
Well, honestly, I mean I mean the suit's like exactly what I would want, and there's not much I can really plan on doing. The only thing I guess you could say modification is getting. I think I did see a more accurate mask
Somewhere
online
else?
somewhere.
All right.
Yeah, I might get a different mask down the road, but I still like the mask I have, but I think
Yeah, it still looks good. But
I
if you,
I am considering getting another mask
it's always
sometime down.
good to even if you already like what you have, it's always good to upgrade when you can.
And modify and make them look even better.
Yes, I need to do that with my flash mask. Let's see, hold up. We have some comments rolling in here. I'm gonna
Oh yeah, we got
pause.
quite a bit of comments.
So, let's see. I do that with my Crusader helmet. Going in public is a good time. It is a good time. The only time I really do it is Comic Cons, and I've done it once, maybe outside of that. But I usually just go around to smaller locations if I ever go to photo shoots. But let's
Yeah.
see. Cammy 10, love the cosplays, man. Appreciate it. I really do. And Spence, do you appreciate that or no? Are you gonna just.
I do appreciate it.
That was a joke.
I
It was
do
a joke. I
appreciate
know, it was a joke. It was a joke.
it. I'm sorry, man.
This stream chat is very interesting. Yes, it is. But welcome. Yeah, welcome. Um, he says hello, Joe, and Joe says hello. Cammy10 said, "Hey, Scarsplay, I have a question. I DM'd you asking you where you got your Alex Ross suit. Could you maybe answer that on stream?" Yeah, sure. My Alex Ross suit, the pattern from that was, I think it was LYB Studios. I could be wrong. I always get the name wrong. It's just, yeah, I think it's LYB Studios or LBY, something like that. So that's where I got the pattern. Although I do think there's probably a better place to get the pattern or a different pattern, but the one I got's pretty simple. I got it
Pretty cool.
printed and sewn by Zentai Zone. I think that's a pretty common
Yeah,
thing to.
that's the most common answer.
Yeah, so definitely go to Zentai Zone. You can go to Heroes Time if you want, but I personally prefer Zentai Zone. Or if you want to, you can get the full upgrade and go RPC Studio, but that's expensive. And then the lenses I made myself, and that was quite the experience because I bought mirror mesh, and they gave me like an entire, dude, they gave me the entire like window sized roll of it. Like, and I'm talking like this thing is huge. Like, window's probably a bad term, but it's meant to cover like 30 windows on a house. Like all the windows in your house are supposed to be covered with this mirror film I got for it. And then when I tried to paint the lenses, a bunch of stuff went wrong, and I got some black paint on my mask somewhere. But it's a loaded question, or not a loaded question. It's a loaded answer because it's a big process. But I did make the lenses, and the rest is from Zentai Zone and LYB Studios, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh, LYB
LYB.
Studio. Are they on Instagram or do they have a site?
They have a site, as far as I know. Let me check on that. I could be getting the wrong thing here. LYB Studios.
Yeah.
Spider-Man pattern. Yeah, they have. I'm pretty sure they have an Instagram. I could be wrong. I just checked Google to see where. I don't know if their store is up anymore. No, they don't. I think they're gone. They look like they're gone.
Oh, they got Thanos, didn't they?
Maybe. Let me try it this way. Let me look up because I could be getting the name wrong. It's been so long since I got that pattern. Spence, keep them entertained. Start talking stuff.
Oh, hi, chat. How are you? I'm pretty pathetic.
Shut up. You're not pathetic.
Oh, Red said, I'm back and I just wanted to say my mom is gay. Oh, hi, Elder Talk Show.
Elver Talk Show's here. Nice. Go like and go subscribe to Elver Talk Shows, the gaming channel that Spence and I are on with Joe. So yeah, I don't think they exist anymore. LYB Studios. They might have just shut down for whatever reason, but I definitely recommend going to Manderson Designs. It's Spider Manderson. He has a good Alex Ross pattern, I know. Gunhead Design, now that I'm looking at it, has a pretty good looking Alex Ross pattern file. So yeah, there's definitely places to go to get one, but it's not going to be exactly the same as mine, if that's what you're wondering. Because I think they shut down, honestly. I don't see them anywhere. If I get an update on that, dude, I'll let you know. I'll message you on Instagram. Um,
Thanks, Matt.
hello,
I
Matt.
really
Thanks for,
appreciate it.
yeah, thanks for dropping by.
Yeah,
Anyways, back to questions. We got a little sidetracked
yeah,
there. But
yeah, that's fine.
where am I? Anyways, so, okay. Quick question. All right. What is your favorite post of yours on Instagram that you've made?
Ooh. I think my favorite post, it's probably, if any of my posts, it's definitely the post on explaining my passion for Spider-Man Noir as a character and things.
That was really an in-depth post. I remember that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, you put a lot of effort into your post, Spence, which I appreciate.
yeah.
Because if you guys, by the way, guys and girls, if there's a girl here, go if you're on Instagram, go follow Spence. He's at NerdySpencey, right? Is that correct?
Yes, that's
Just
right.
want to make sure that your username
It's
it's
in the
not.
title.
Yeah, it's in the title. It's just the same as the title. He has some great posts. It's not just cosplay. He does a bunch of like in-depth posts, like comic book posts and video game posts and reviews and stuff like that. So yeah, he has some good posts. But that was a great post that you made, and
Hmm.
that was just a question I wanted to throw in there because I really enjoy the posts you make. So I wanted to see
Yeah,
your.
thank you.
Um, yes, I did say Manderson Designs for Alex Ross Design. He has some good patterns, so check him out. I've meant to buy something from him because him and I talk every now and then, but I haven't.
Alex Ross is awesome as Max.
Alex Ross is awesome.
I own a whole art book of his works.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do.
That's awesome. Oh, wait, that's funny because didn't you
So
say that's one of your dream costumes you'd like to do?
I do plan on doing that.
So that was funny how that kind of ties into that topic that we were saying earlier. Um,
Yeah, kind of came back, but yeah, I do own a whole art book of all of his. Mostly it's pretty much a lot of all his Marvel uh, works
yeah.
and things.
The thing I love about Alex Ross is that his artwork is so legendary that that he's not tied down to like a contract between Marvel or DC. He does covers for both. Although he's been doing a
And
lot
also
more,
other stuff.
yeah, no, for sure. But he's definitely been doing more Marvel work these days. But he doesn't shy away from doing DC work, which I know there's a lot of artists that stay with one company or the other. Some examples are like Greg Capullo over at DC or Ryan Stegman of Marvel, but it's Alex Ross is so legendary that he can't be tied down to one company. So I really appreciate that with his artwork.
Yeah.
Um,
What's the next question?
ties into everything, and I'm pretty sure you might have answered this earlier indirectly, but what is your favorite edit you've ever made on Instagram?
My favorite edit?
Yes,
Ooh.
because you make some great edits, and I posted one of yours the other
I
day.
think that I made.
Yes, that you made.
Oh, it's probably. I think I do plan on I do plan on topping it as soon as you and Alex send the photos that I need
Ooh.
for the shared dimensions edit.
Yes, yes.
But right now I think my favorite edit that I personally made is probably the one with the certain Scarlet Spider and like you know back to back.
Oh, that one, the recent one you did.
It's it's
Yeah,
like that.
I really like that. We both got good pictures for that one. Um, I could have suited up, but I was like, do I have a picture like describing that sort of pose you want? So I was like, that looks really cool. So I gave that one to you, and then you edited it. It looks really good. I'll probably post that on my account soon, as will I do with the Shattered Dimension post as well, because I know that's gonna be legendary.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Catch up some comments here. Um, sorry, gotta leave. Bye, Will. You already probably left though. This is interview number 1. Next one's gonna be Alex, then M probably. Actually, I don't plan on interviewing M unless he wants to be interviewed. So we'll see how that goes.
I thought it's one of our cosplay interviews. But yeah. Uh,
Sorry, hold up.
I want it is I the most famous member of ETS
Oh,
that
well,
should.
speaking of
How?
M,
Hi.
but no, M.
Says the same thing.
I mean, M hasn't really done any cosplaying, so I mean, he's tried, right, M. But I'm looking more right now for this to be more like you, Alex. And Red, I guess we could set up an interview like that. I got to figure out how I'm gonna do the one with Alex though, because he can't access his PS4, so I'm gonna have to figure it out PC with Discord and streaming that, or maybe just recording it. We'll see how that works. But Alex really needs to get his PS4 fixed. Obviously, these interviews are not just gonna be on PS4, because I know that can be an inconvenient thing for a lot of people who I plan on asking to be interviewed, because there's a couple. I'll probably interview Wes. That'd be a good one. Anyways, more comments. Sorry. But yeah, no, I do plan on interviewing you, Red. That'd be pretty interesting. I've seen this guy before. His patterns are amazing. They are amazing. Immortal Hulk and Captain America, Alex Ross is doing. Yes. He's asking you about his cosplay. Halloween costumes can be cosplay, Joe. My first Spider-Man suit, and I know, Spence, we talked about this, how your TASM suit was a cosplay suit, but my first Spider-Man spandex suit was a cosplay suit, 2013. I count that as a cosplay because it is of high quality, and you did buy that Pennywise costume, and it's pretty good quality, so I would count that. You may not cosplay religiously as I do, or as frequently as Spence is doing it now, but I would still count it as one, because cosplay doesn't have to just be like the amount that I do it, or anyone like me does it. It can be wearing a costume. Cosplay is costume playing, or that's technically the definition. And playing is the definition, I guess, of having fun. So if you had fun in your Pennywise costume, then there you go, you're cosplaying.
Yeah.
Let's see, I do plan on getting into cosplay, as right now I'm working on films and whatnot. That's pretty cool. And then we already talked about the M. M says down for interviewing. Well, M, go get yourself a costume. Anyways, I'm kidding.
uh,
Let's see.
yeah.
my interview has to be on Discord, so we'll figure that out. Right. Anyway, sorry. More questions. That's a pause. We'll catch up with comments later. Um, hot dogs or hamburgers?
Oh,
I mean, what's your take?
I'm not a big fan of either.
Well, damn. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna get shit for that comment, but I mean, okay, I I'm more, but the real answer, you just gotta catch the bread.
You're just gonna eat the bread?
Okay, I'm weird, but I mean, okay, if I were to actually choose, I think hot dogs, I guess.
I'm
Like,
not.
I mean,
I don't want to make you choose. You just. I'm just kidding though about the bread thing. I love bread. Bread's fucking great.
yeah, bread's life,
My
man.
name is Brad, and that's one letter off from bread. So
Yeah, respect the bread.
for sure.
Okay, next
Let's get
question,
this
please.
bread. Oh, you don't want to finish your thoughts on that. Anyways, favorite MCU movie and why? Do explain.
Okay, this is gonna be a really hot take, but
What
The
the-
Incredible Hulk is my personal favorite
Oh,
MC
interesting.
movie.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk's a
Yeah,
great
I
movie.
mean,
It's underrated. So
yeah, that's like probably the most underrated MC movie. I don't know, well, I love the action. I love the CGI looks awesome.
it does. I do
Uh,
personally prefer the way the Hulk looks in that movie than he does in
oh yeah,
the Avengers because
he looks like Hulk.
he looks savage. Dude looks savage. Not that's not trying to diss like Mark Ruffalo or anything because I do love his Hulk, but I do think that um, Edward Norton, his design for the Hulk or the way he looks as the Hulk and Bruce Banner does look like more what I would imagine the Hulk should look like at least, if
Yeah,
that makes sense.
he looks looks like Hulk to me, and I thought I really liked it. I mean, Mark Ruffalo was great too.
Yeah,
But I think Edward Norton, to me, is always the my favorite Hulk.
that I respect that.
Edward Norton and Red Mark are essentially the same Hulk, but I think the performances are
Slightly
obviously different.
different, yeah. So you have there's a question for you. Favorite word in the dictionary and why? Do explain, please.
Oh,
Take this one away, Spence. This is
that's a
all you.
that's a this is an interesting question. Uh, favorite word in the dictionary
And why?
and why? uh,
Spence, why do you not carry around your pocket-sized dictionary wherever you go? Do they not teach you anything in English class?
they don't teach me things. I'm sorry, man. Okay. Is it wrong if I say that my answer is ass?
No, but isn't ass technically one of the definitions like a horse or something?
Could be. I don't
Horse.
know.
No, I mean
Ass.
ass is pretty good. I really like ass. Someone's gonna meme that.
Yeah, eventually.
I
So
mean
it's
ass,
gonna be
ass is
me.
good. Ass is good.
Ass
Specifically
is good.
female ass, but I'm gonna get canceled for that comment. I'm gonna be like, Brad is a sexual predator. I'm like, what?
What?
It's called a joke, people. I'm putting that in for my own safety and protection. I should have never said that. Anyways, that's not interesting. But why is it your favorite? You said ass, but you didn't say why. Why is ass your
I
favorite?
just like saying it.
Is that the only reason ass is your favorite, or is there
That and just yeah, you should, in a realistic way, you gotta love ass, you know.
I mean,
Just
I love ass, so yeah, I agree.
yeah, yeah. Like smack ass, clap it.
Yeah. Cancel press. Shut
Oh,
up. Get out of here.
cancel culture time. Oh, I mean, this is like a side thing note, but
Go ahead.
yeah, people are actually getting flat out booted on the Twitter for because I think for some freaking reason I think there's suddenly an increase in pedos.
Well, depending on the situation, yes. I mean, there's a lot of people that are being exposed as one, but there's also an increase of people coming out or like coming into, I guess, if you say Twitter, being like, hey, I'm gonna, hey, little girl, you wanna get my DMs or something like that, So, but anyways,
Oh
get
no.
continue.
But yeah, it's literally it's like it's not necessarily fun because I think pedos deserve to come out and yeah they don't really. But I think recently yeah literally I say I've literally seen like this whole thread and with evidence of course of this guy literally like kind of dating I think someone that was 17
And they
and
were
the
like,
guy was 19 and then he was like it was like bullying her friends
so he was
and
basically being mean.
and even worse he was actually flirting with a 15-year-old.
Bruh, alright, that's a little sketch. Because for the 17-year-old one, I was thinking like that's still kind of sketch, but at the same time, she's almost 18, so it's kind of like, I mean, it's still technically not legal if you think about it, but at the same time, it's kind of like the dude's 19, which, yeah, he's almost 20, but so it's sketchy. It's definitely not correct, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I could give that one leniency for the 15-year-old one. That's ridiculous, That's
Hmm.
hell no. That's absolutely not. I'm
But
not.
that
By the way, don't go in the comments saying, Brad, are you supporting 19-year-olds dating 17? No, I'm not. I'm just saying that like I could see if the dude is 20, I'd be like no, but that's kind of like they're close enough. At the same time, it's not right because he's 17, which is yeah, no.
yeah you gotta be really careful with
I'm not trying to give
that.
it a pass. I'm just saying that's something I could see being a little bit debatable, but the 15-year one, no, absolutely not. That's ridiculous. That's wrong. But you continue. Shut up.
But
They're canceling me in the comments right now.
yeah, people are so weird. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. But yeah, it's been getting
Hashtag
ridiculous.
cancel Brad, cancel culture time, cancel Brad, boycott Brad. So many people are getting canceled nowadays. That is so true. I mean, there's some people who probably deserve it that I've seen. There's definitely people out there that deserve it, but there's some people that I don't think deserve it, and I think one of them is Hartley Sawyer from The Flash, elongated man. Um, I mean, yeah, what the jokes I think he made some sort of like, was it like sexual or racial insensitive joke like back in 2013 or something? What he said wasn't right, but at the same time, that's enough time to give yourself time to change and grow as a person, and you can only really blame the writers or the directors, whatever, the Flash for not even doing a background check. Because if they're suddenly if they're coming out now and saying, "Oh, we don't support him because something he said in 2013," well, it's kind of your job to do a background check on people before you hire them. So if you did do a background check and you saw that and you hired him anyways, then why aren't we canceling the people who hired him? It's a dangerous thing, cancel culture, because you can get out of hand with it and start. It's basically it's a chain. Honestly, you can just get out of hand with it. But
Yeah.
again, there's people who deserve it, but at the same time, it can get out of hand if uh, you do it the wrong way. Or I don't even like cancel culture in general. I'm not trying to say it's good, but what I'm saying is there's people who do deserve to be fired for certain things, but there's some people who you could be like, well, what the hell? Like, why are you trying to cancel this person? It's stuff like that.
Okay. Next question, please.
Next question. Let me see. Let me look at my list. Favorite Spider-Man movie and why?
Spider-Man 3.
And why?
Fire. Oh,
Oh, Fire Amber Heard. Yeah, that's another one.
but anyway, but yeah, Spider-Man 3. That's my first. Pretty much, I guess you could say my first movie I remember seeing in theaters. It's
Same,
literally
same.
like it stuck with me ever since I was a kid, and I was just love everything about it. Like the black suit scenes, the Venom comfortable take, uh, Sandman, the emo Peter. Uh, I just love everything about that movie. Like that I just can't hate it. I'm biased, but I don't care. See it as a I just see it as like a misunderstood masterpiece. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
just
I agree. Spider-Man
stuff.
3 is definitely a movie that I think gets too much hate. I mean, in recent years, it's definitely been getting a lot more love, but I
Yeah.
definitely don't think that it deserves all the stuff it's been getting in the past. And I agree with everything you said there. I did see it in theaters too when I was a kid, so that was definitely like a life-changing experience. So
Yes.
I have very fond feelings towards that movie as well. So that's a very good answer on your part. What if Brad became Spider-Man? Brad isn't Spider-Man. He's the clone of Spider-Man. That's a good point, Joe. I know, but I'm saying, what if Brad
Uh,
became Spider-Man in real life and why? That's a question for you, Spence. What if I became Spider-Man in real life and why?
I would like, I would definitely like be get a little crazy and try to steal your blood.
Oh my god, dude. I'm not about to rant about
You
that.
thought I got you this time, boy.
Alright, see, I looked more into that, and if for context, we're talking about the rumor that they're going to introduce Ben Riley into the. I ranted about my Instagram story, but into the MCU, and then have him be some creepy stalker who steals Peter's blood and then becomes Scarlet Spider, I guess that way. But I'm not going to rant about it here because I looked more into that, and it seems that has like no validity behind it, and people kept DMing me saying, I understand why you're ranting, but that website that's talking about this has no. They have a history of being wrong about stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna take it like that, and hopefully it never comes true. So, but I mean, for my answer to that question about if I became Spider-Man in real life, if I was Spider-Man in real life, I it'd be hard to keep my secret identity because then I'd probably be using my costumes from my cosplaying unless I ordered a new suit that I don't post about. Because there's people who know my secret identity. Like, obviously, Spence, you know what I look like and everyone. I mean, I would trust you guys with that. But I'm saying, like, people from school I know, or, well, we don't go to the same school anymore because but we're all going to college now. But personal friends and all that, I know there's a bunch of blabbermouths. I would know who'd out me and stuff. So, or maybe not out me, but be terrible at keeping secrets. I'd have to like separate my cosplay life and my actual Spider-Man life, and I'd be living three different lives technically. Because I mean, I'm very transparent in my cosplay life, but there's some things that obviously I don't show my face and stuff like that. So there's a whole barrier between my personal life and my cosplay life there. But that was a long, long answer.
Next question, if there's any.
Yes, there is actually. Favorite Spider-Man villain.
Ooh,
There's no
that's
and
a.
why to this. So you can just answer.
But
You can just answer. What's your favorite Spider-Man villain?
I mean, it used to be I mean, it used to be Venom, but we all know that he's not
Venom,
much of a Spider-Man villain
Venom,
anymore.
Venom.
It's kind of like branched out, became his own character, and still what I still if I still consider I'm still gonna say Venom because you know what can I say what can I say about him? He's awesome. He's like he's like the evil opposite of Spider-Man. Well, he used to be, but
Well,
but he's much cooler
yeah. I mean, he's definitely a
and
badass.
has interesting art on
Uh,
Google Images.
oh yeah, I mean for sure. I definitely know what you're talking about there. That's very curiously curious. I mean that's a good answer. I do like Venom a lot. I mean he did start out as a Spider-Man villain, but yeah, like you said, like you mentioned, he has grown since then a lot, especially with like stuff like Agent Venom and then I guess Eddie Brock nowadays, and even in the '90s when he
Yep.
was Lethal Protector and stuff. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
been an on and
He's
off sort of thing for Spider-Man.
well, it probably depends on usually it used to mostly depend. You know, it still kind of does, but it usually depends on who's the host.
Yeah, because they did Matt Gargan right in the early 2000s, and they basically made him like
Yeah.
evil again, which just one
And
thing.
it made him eat. He was a cannibal and he eats people.
Joe said Spence and his love for Venom art with an 18 sign next to it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, shoot. Um, Next question.
Oh yeah, next question.
So besides me, I guess Alex, If there was one cosplayer that you could meet up and do a photo shoot with, who would that be and why?
Oh my god. Well, actually, if I would have to choose any cosplayer out there, probably it definitely would be Gaza Mendoza.
That was a good answer. Yeah, no, because like you said, he is an
Like,
inspiration, but he does have some
yeah,
really cool
he's all,
costumes.
yeah, like it'd be cool to do cool pose with him. It'd be cool.
Yeah, no, be awesome if I could get an interview with him here.
That'd be awesome.
That would
Please
never
listen to
happen.
this.
Actually, I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna be like, hey, you want to do an interview? And he's probably gonna be like, no, go away. I'll be like, okay.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. It would.
Just
I'm gonna do
make
it.
it like a funny DM.
No, for sure. Everyone in the comments go flood Godzilla Mendoza's DMs and ask him to get an interview. Actually, don't do that. No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do
We're
that.
not gonna.
That's dangerous. I'll do it myself. I will actually do it. I'll say, hey, do you want to be interviewed? But I'll probably forget to do that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a gun for your noir costume? You do, because you did that meme
I do have
picture.
one.
But
I do have it.
you do have it.
A holster. You know, oh, sorry, I forgot to mention this.
The holster.
I don't think I mentioned this to the group chat, but if I haven't, I'll say here. My holster that came with my cosplay broke.
It broke? Yeah, explain that. I want to. What happened there?
Like it just, I don't know. It was perfectly fine when I got it, and then I happened one next thing. Next thing I know, like the thing that has that like that you like you put like slide the belt through the whole thing,
Yeah.
and that little latch thing kind of just popped out. It just popped off, and that needs to get fixed.
Sorry. Yeah. How you gonna fix that? I mean, it seems.
I mean,
It doesn't seem too hard.
Still, to be fair, my own the gun I have can't even fit that. Can't
Oh.
even fit it.
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair, but I do have a holster for that. But it might look funny.
Well, you could always modify it to not look funny if you wanted to.
I wish.
I wish, he
It
says.
just looks weird. I don't know. I'll have to look into that sometime.
I mean, yeah, it's. You gotta complete the look. And speaking of completing the look, Spider-Man Noir has many combinations to his look that you could do. You could do it like you see
Yes.
him on the screen with just like the vest and everything.
Yep.
You could do him with the trench coat, no hat. You could do him with the hat and the trench coat, or you could just do it with the hat and then no trench coat at all. So, what's your favorite combination to do with Spider-Man Noir and why?
Alright, out of nostalgia, it would definitely be like the base with like the bat with the cool vest and the pants and all that. You know, it's like
Classic
the
look.
basic one, but I love that look personally. But if I want to be more comic accurate, it would definitely be with the trench coat. And,
Right. Trench coat definitely
Pretty much
sets
trench
it. It sets
trench
it
coat, no
apart.
hat.
Trench coat, no hat. Okay, so you're not
That's the
too
most comic accurate look.
you're not keen on the hat much.
Oh, the hat's cool. I don't. But to be fair, he only wore it like once in the comics. Well, pre-Spider-Geddon, I'm gonna call it. There are two versions: pre-Spider-Geddon, post-Spider-Geddon. All right, let's leave it at that, guys.
Yeah, because he died in Spider-Geddon, so
He died, and he came back as a completely different person. Boom.
yeah. Right. Right.
I hate the writer now.
Right. Wait, who's writing it? Do you know?
I think I think Margaret Stoll or some random obscure
I don't.
writer.
Yeah, I don't know them.
Some obscure writer. I don't know who she is.
Ooh, Joe just asked a good question.
If you could have a director and composer for Spider-Man one movie, who would it be and why? Oh, that's an excellent question, Joe. That's a really good one. Wow. If anyone, that's a, I think I got a couple good ones. I don't remember the names of them, but it's, like, I think the guy who done, I think there could be potential for the dude who has done maybe like the director and composer from Joker. That might be a good idea.
Setting him up with it because
I would
it would be.
I
He's
would
good at. He's good at doing
absolutely
serious stuff.
like maybe like you never know, could be character study of the character. That'd be cool. Or the dude who directed
Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Wait.
No, fuck that guy. The let's
J.J.
say
Abrams.
he's a what was this guy's name? You know, he directed
Michael Bay.
no.
Coming to a theater near you. Michael
Todd
Bay.
Phillips and yeah, those two would be pretty good. But there was also another one. He also this guy also did a somewhat like a noir filter style movie as well. I forgot the name of the movie, and I don't know who directed it.
That's funny.
Oh, I
Um,
think it was Sin City. I think that it was.
maybe I
Uh,
don't know.
I think it was Sin City. Or something. I don't know.
The
But
composer. Who do you want the music to be done by?
oh, like
Michael
and
Bay.
I think like I come into new music. We talk about. Uh, I mean, still gotta talk about Steve Jablonsky, Hans Zimmer. Like, there's some pretty good ones.
Hans
I
Zimmer
think
would be
concerts
pretty
are
cool, actually. That
yeah. I
I
would
could
do.
see,
That would be
because
on board for
he
me.
did Tarzan too, didn't he? Yeah, he did.
Yeah. He also did The Dark Knight, and you kind of just Mercy Kill.
Dun
That's all.
dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun. Dun. Yeah,
Yeah.
you going with Hans
Anyway,
Zimmer?
I'll go with this Hans Zimmer and maybe Todd Phillips.
Yeah,
But
that's a good combo. That
yeah.
is a good combo. That was a good question too. Let's see. He said someone who made Sin City. Oh, and Hans Zimmer, Dark
Dark Phoenix
Phoenix,
is
and
everything's
Future.
well in the future is SpongeBob movie. Oh, yep,
That's
that's the
cool.
thing.
I like that.
That's
Yeah.
true. Um, any further questions?
Well, hold up. I just uh got the notification on my phone that Cammy10 subscribed. Thank you. I appreciate that. He's in the chat and talking and stuff. But I do appreciate that you just got me to 360 subscribers. So you know the Xbox 360. Now I'm doing a giveaway of an Xbox 360 now that I hit 360. No, I'm kidding. You get every one of my 360 subscribers gets one Xbox 360. So I subscribed to this channel at least 20 times through my alternate account, so I get 20 Xbox 360s while everyone gets one. Oh, I'm kidding.
Oh
I'm
my
not kidding,
god.
but I'm not doing an Xbox giveaway. That was just a
You don't
joke.
have an Xbox.
I do actually. I have an Xbox 360. I
No,
never use it though. It's like really old. So
it's gay.
yeah, a little bit. But no, I haven't used it. I haven't touched that thing in years. But yeah, I do have one. But I definitely prefer PlayStation. But PlayStation or Xbox? What do you prefer? Why?
This isn't really a question.
It wasn't written into my questions,
all,
but the people want to
all
know.
console bad. But anyway, or basically, yeah, it's obviously PlayStation one, but I'm not gonna be the bush about it. It's PlayStation. It's always stuck with me ever since I was a little boy.
Ooh,
And
little boy. Wait, what?
I played it back in the even ever since the PS2 days, like Ultimate Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, and Ratchet and Clank 2. And then PS3 came around, like Ratchet and Clank Tour Destruction, like Metal Gear Solid 4, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, like all the shit, and then
Shattered Dimensions.
PS4 comes back swinging with a bunch of exclusives that dominate the industry. The end.
Very specific. Um,
PlayStation console and controller. Oh. All right. If we're talking about in terms of the console itself, PS4. Controller,
interesting.
PS4. Okay, let's leave it at that. Actually, PS3 is my favorite PlayStation console, only because I have more memories with that console, though.
I'm
At
gonna,
least from childhood. Alright.
I'm gonna give my take on this question. It's about time I'm answering question. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
But no, I'm just joking. But no, I'm gonna because I want to answer that as well. My favorite PlayStation console is probably for content wise, like game wise, I would say PS2. The PS2 had probably, in my opinion, the best PlayStation games. But
yeah.
as for features wise, like the stuff like a PlayStation can do, I'm gonna say PS4 because PS4 has a lot of good features in it. Like I know PS3 has some good stuff too, like go to Netflix and all that. But PS4's user face and connectivity or whatever you want to call it, and it's just so it's really good, and I'm used to it now. So, but as for controller, that's a hard one. It's between 3 and 4, but I might say 4 just because I've gotten used to using PS4 the
Yeah,
most.
it's been like in your head for so long that you're just like, yo,
Yeah,
man, that PS3 controller freaking sucks.
yeah. I mean, I love the PS3 controller. No, I know it's a
The PS
joke,
controller is great. It's just
but man, the PS4 controller is so sleek 'cause it's got that light that does nothing on the back of it. And it looks really cool when you're
yeah.
holding it. Like, I'm gonna pick up my controller right now. Like that just looks so cool. It's got that light on it. Like that just looks so cool. And then people say the touchpad's useless, but I find myself using that all the time when I'm playing Battlefront. I gotta check the scoreboard. I'm like, dude, that's so useful. You don't have to press the start button. You just hold down your finger on that
I
button.
think they mean just like the touchpad as a feature is kind of not been fully utilized, and very few games have actually used it to the
Yeah,
full
well, the
extent.
touchpad is actually my favorite feature on the PS4 controller. So get canceled. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
But that
uh,
that that actually leads directly into my next question. What's your favorite candy?
my
That
favorite candy?
that had nothing to do with PlayStation, but yeah, what's your favorite candy?
My favorite candy?
Yeah,
Oh, uh, Hershey's.
good answer. I like Hershey's as well. Melts in your
Yeah.
mouth.
Um,
I love how that had nothing to do with PlayStation. The PlayStation. I said, yeah, that leads directly into my next question. Yeah, that had
that
nothing.
had nothing to do with the question.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Um, we talked about different cosplay like characters that you would do.
Mhm.
And I know that technically, okay, so would you ever consider doing the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game version of Spider-Man Noir? Because there are some subtle differences in the design.
Yeah. That I might do that. I mean, that looks. I think someone did a. I think you showed me that someone did a mask of it on.
Yeah,
Someone did something with it. I thought it looked pretty sick. I mean,
Awano
it's essentially
Zonikas?
the same. Essentially the same, but I think I mean, the vest looks slightly different.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now because
And
it's the background.
yeah, and there's no back spider.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's
Uh,
right. There's a backspire on your costume, right?
on mine.
Yeah,
It's why my suit is based. That's why I say my suit is based off of the
th-
Shattered Dimensions book.
right, which is cool. But yeah, they went
I
for more.
forgot.
They went for more of that sort of more realistic looking. I mean, it looks similar enough, but I kind of like how the
So
mask design for the PS4 suit kind of splits off there from like the leather looking part on the top and on the sides to like the more cloth looking in the center. That looks kind of cool to me.
I think, for being honest, I think the Noir's mask in PS4 is essentially just David Hines' OG mask.
Yeah, it kind of does look the
Ripped from
same,
the
pretty
comics. It's
much.
literally. It's just, I think it's, the PS4 suit is kind of the most comic accurate, minus the best part.
Right.
But other than that, yeah, no, it's pretty much spot on to the comics. The only thing that has that the OG doesn't is just the pads on the elbows and the knees.
Can we
I
just
think.
talk about how useless Noir's sleep power is in Spider-Man PS4 right quick? Because it's pretty fucking useless.
I
You
mean, it's just there.
you turn everything black and white, and what does it do? Give you more stealth? I mean, stealth's not even.
It makes your cell text more quiet, but what's the point of that if they can just see it?
Yeah, there's that, and it's also like
Well, then they can't reset the alarm. So
the stealth isn't even that hard to do in the game, you know. So it,
I think someone on Instagram mentioned a couple better ones, like a better cool superpower. I think someone mentioned like how what if you can actually use the gun,
wasn't
use
that
a gun like
Spider-Man that Noir account? I think I know what you're talking about. I saw that
the Spider I think Spider-Man
Noir
Noir
tells.
tells.
Yeah, I just saw that
Yeah.
on his story today. I saw that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. You'd
Yeah.
think I
So when he
wouldn't
like makes
follow
an
him.
idea of, yo, what if you like have put out you take a gun and you can shoot up to 5 targets, but they were like knockout rounds, like say Batman Arkham Knight's tank, for example,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it had
If people are okay with Batman having a tank that shoots people with rubber bullets or whatever you want to excuse you want to use, which I love the Batmobile in the game, don't get me wrong, but it was overused a
I
lot.
don't want it, but I
Um,
fuck with it. It's
but
okay.
What's the difference in having Noir just be able to use like a gun that doesn't kill people but like knocks them out with impact
Yeah,
bullets?
yeah.
The
That would
route.
have been, and that's how we Red Dead that shit. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And also,
It might have
I
been
think
too
the other
difficult for
one
me.
is his other idea was to have like a thing where you when you activate your superpower, it literally puts the enemies in fear and it makes them
Be like
vulnerable for
shit in their
their
pants.
attacks. Yeah, shit in the pants, and you. Oh, this is a real good one. Which Spider-Man Noir you like more? Into Spider-Man Noir or Shadow Man? Shadow Man's Noir. That's obvious. I'm
But
sorry. Into
why?
Spider-Verse is only it has 5 minutes of screen time, and he's more of a parody. All right,
He
and
is more of
Spider-Man
a
Noir,
parody, yeah.
he's a parody.
You know, it doesn't seem to take him seriously.
Yeah, they don't. He's not even. Yeah, he's just there.
He's just there, he shows up, Nicolas Cage is like,
Looks cool,
where
but there's no substance.
this Nicolas Cage is like, where's my paycheck? And they're like, oh well, here's like 5 minutes of screen time and like 1 page of dialogue.
$1 million
Pretty much.
per second.
I mean, yeah, that's. I'm out of
Yeah.
questions, honestly. To be real with you, I've been out of questions for a good 30 minutes now, but
You just oh,
I've been winging
but
it
yeah.
for a while here now. If you couldn't tell,
After really go, you were pretty good at it because I didn't even notice.
really. Yeah, the question about candy was never in my script.
Oh,
Just threw that in there.
shit.
Actually, I'm kidding. I've had questions for a while now. I just think that I'm gonna look at my script here. The last question I had was which one was it? It was the favorite Spider-Man villain one. That was the last actual question I had. So yeah, for a while now, that a bunch of that was
Yeah,
improvised. Did I do a
but
good
yeah,
job at improvising?
yeah, you did a pretty good job at it. Like I didn't even notice. I wasn't paying attention to that whole thing. I just ran with it.
I mean, but I actually just lied to you because I have one final question, and this is more of a feedback sort of thing. But besides Alex, who would you like to see me interview next?
Oh, I would really like to see you interview next. Uh, oh, man, no, what would be funny is if I think the only one I could really think of, uh, is I know another Noir shill.
I can know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Is it Becky?
uh, yeah,
Yeah, Becky. That'd be really cool.
yeah,
I'd love to do that.
yeah. I think that would be cool to do. Yeah, that's because but we actually we bantered on Twitter about the whole about Noir.
True,
It
true,
pretty
true.
chill.
We talk every now and then, like on Instagram. I think I just or she just replied to my story about the whole MCU Ben Riley thing yesterday or earlier today, or technically yesterday actually, because it's past midnight. But yeah, so
Oh yeah,
I'd be down to do that if she would be, you know.
yeah, that'd be cool. Uh, man,
She,
she's awesome.
she is. She's, you know,
She even showed she I think she updated me. She keeps updating me on on the progress of her on her next on her next thing.
does
Cause
she?
she's doing the David Hine
Oh yeah,
mask.
I saw that on her close friend story, because I'm on that. I
I know my close friends.
what?
I don't think I'm my close friends,
Dang, rip.
but she at the very least showed it shared it to me on an in
Oh
DMs.
well, if
So
she does it specifically, then that's still I would count that as a close friend basically. 'Cause she
yeah,
obviously didn't
she
send
said
me, which she didn't send
which
me like personally. She sent it to you personally, so that's good. That's cool.
yeah, she's pretty nice about it.
She's awesome. Yeah.
But anyway,
Stop trying to
anyway,
cancel me.
Brad Van Van.
I mean,
Um,
we can just sit here for a bit
also
and chill and talk if you want.
one I have a quick thing
Yes.
about uh I do okay. I still gotta get on to writing the script for my next big project, my first commentary video on my channel.
Yes. Yes. I know
I
all
am
about that.
I still got yeah. It's obviously so. It's honestly gonna be an war video.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I'm trying to figure. It's kind of hard to figure right on that. And I'm gonna get back on that maybe, but I mean soon.
You should get back
I'll
on
try to
that.
make sure. Yeah,
Keep
I do plan on doing it, and
keep on that YouTube lifestyle, my friend.
yeah, because I think it's a lot more. I kind of feel more comfortable doing that because honestly, gaming videos. I mean, I love doing that. I mean, that's all going at a talk show, but I think I'm taking a bit of a small break from that.
Yeah,
I'm
for
trying to
sure.
do.
I really need to upload on Elevator Talk. I've been meaning to do that. I've been playing
Yeah.
catch up with this channel. Like I had to do the 100 video. I did the web shooter video because I was like, that's something I needed to do to make sure I'm not lazy. And the 100th video I needed to put out because I got the face shell. I needed to do a review on that. So I was like, I can't make that the 100th video. I had to do the 100th video as a special thing like I wanted to do. So I've been playing catch up with this channel, but probably after this interview, well, not after this interview, probably tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll upload the Battlefront video that I recorded like 2 weeks ago with Joe with the Darth Maul. Well, actually, I don't want to spoil it, but Darth Maul involves Darth Maul, and I'm gonna put that up hopefully tomorrow or maybe Tuesday or something. Yeah, we'll see.
I do at least plan on re-uploading my Funny Moments compilation onto Elevator Talk Show.
Bringing back Friday the 13th, are you?
I'm gonna do that too. And after that, I'm gonna probably make a compilation I'm gonna make a compilation
Yeah.
of my favorite moments and from all those I'll waste as much footage I can get. Then I'm gonna post it to Elevator Talk Show, and then all by the time that this video goes up, all my Funny Friday the 13th videos are gonna be knocked out of
Gone.
existence.
Yeah, no, but that's a good way to keep.
I'm clearing up my channel.
It's a good way to both clean your channel up and then fuel that older content back into ETS to give us more sustenance on that channel, which is a good idea. Yeah, I wish I could do the same for like my streams, but uh, that predate most of them predate Elevator Talk Show, or at least yeah, or at least the Arkham City ones, and then the Spider-Man PS4 ones sort of do, but not really.
Hmm.
Plus, they kind of count. I counted them towards the 100th video count, so if I took them away, that count would drastically not be the same. But whatever.
Yeah.
Plus, they're 1 hour streams or 2 hour streams, and I'm not trying to take those down and then try to re-upload them on the Elevator Talk Show. So I'm glad I didn't like do like you did the funny moment videos on my channel, because that wouldn't make any sense for me to have done that, especially when I was never like even uploading on this channel during Elevator Talk Show, like when we were more, or when I was like not on here to do that. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, so I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, that's fine. Uh, anyway. Oh, wait, no, my sister is streaming Battlefront 2.
Bro, boycott your sit. I'm kidding.
I
I
only boycott
did not even get that notification. Am I even subscribed to your sister? I don't know. I think I
I
am.
don't know. Hey,
Probably.
you are. Welcome to 22.
Yeah,
Weird.
I am, but I don't see it in my notifications, so maybe I don't have the bell. Like you didn't have the bell for
Hey,
me. Hey,
get on to me for not
well,
putting bell mix.
you know, I, it's tough out here. What do you want from me, Spence?
I don't know.
That leads me into my next question. What's your favorite issue of Spider-Man War?
Oh my. Uh. Oh man, that's a hell of a good one. I think my favorite issue is probably. I think it's probably issue 4. Yeah, issue 4.
And why do you prefer issue 4 over issue 1, 2, and 3?
I really like the scene where Spider-Man War kind of he kill where he guns down
Vulture.
Vulture without hesitation. And then, of course, Aunt May, people might were like kind of. I noticed that people were like Aunt May would that Aunt May getting mad at him for telling Vulture was stupid, which I personally completely disagree with.
Yeah, I think it makes sense, and I just touched my
I just
controller again.
I don't know. I just never really saw Aunt May as someone that I kind of would ever want to be okay with killing.
Yeah, no, she definitely is not okay with killing, but
Yeah,
and
I
it
think it made sense.
yeah, and even you even see it, and if you want to make a movie connection here, you see it in Spider-Man 3 when Peter says, "Oh, Spider-Man killed the guy who killed Uncle Ben." She's like, "What? Spider-Man doesn't kill people. Like that's just not right." She's like, "What the fuck?" you know. So
Hmm.
she does in any medium. I think Aunt May's not supposed to be the one like who's supposed to be chill about that sort of thing. You know.
Yeah. Uh,
That's a good
who
question,
would
Joe.
win in a fight, Spider-Man and War or Jason Todd? Uh, uh, they're both violent. Uh, one has a helmet. The other looks like Chad.
Does Noir have spider sense?
He does.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Just has these. I don't. Alright, this is actually a fun thing. A fun fact. Spider-Man War doesn't walk off.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. That was it. Was get okay. It was explained in Shattered Dimensions because they said that Madam Web gifted him with new powers that allowed him to wall crawl, which made sense. That they explained that on that, but I think I think when Into the Spider-Verse came out, they kind of I don't think they looked into the comics at all. They just like looked at it some Google images. Okay, that's pretty much it. Just something you know.
So, was he ever able to like stick to surfaces or anything like that? What was the reason
To
for
my
that?
knowledge, I don't think he's ever really stuck to sentences.
What was the reason for them not making him wall crawl and stuff?
Yeah. I think it might have my guess could have something to might have something to do with it might have something to do with his clothes maybe. Could
Oh,
be his
right, because his
he
gloves
could
and
be his
stuff.
outfit.
Right,
Might possibly, but
because
I don't remember. I just know that he never walk calls.
it's not like spandex where it's
And
like right. You're yeah. Okay.
physics. It's kind of funny that the DS version, as far as I mentioned, has got his powers more accurate.
Good to know.
I looked. I looked into that. Yeah, that's he got his powers more accurate. Right? But
But
okay, if I would have, but for real, who was Spider-Man Noir and Jason Todd? Spider-Man was the same. My opinion. Yeah,
right. No, I mean I get that. Like if someone asked me who would want to fight, like Scarlet Spider, like Kane, or uh, I guess Tim Drake or something, I would say Kane because I'm biased, but I know more about Kane than I do Tim Drake, so it's kind of like, of course I'm gonna
yeah.
say Kane, and I have all the, being Kane on G Plus has for what 5 years or whatever it was has given me the good opportunity to know pretty much everything about his character, so I could argue and debate that if I
Uh,
wanted to.
did you guys know that Sharon mentioned Edge of Time are canon? Edge of Time, I could see being more canon, but Sharon mentions no, no.
Canon to
I don't
what,
see
the
that canon.
comics or
Yeah, if we're talking about like in the same, like if those two are like canon to like
one
the
another?
same to each other, but in the comics, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, do you mean, yeah, right, do you mean canon to one another? Because I can see that, but
I don't know.
comics,
Maybe
no.
this is all you.
What?
Abar Thawne versus Kane. Who
Kane.
wins?
Kane definitely would. I can't. Evil Heart. You can't. What? You're giving. Okay, obviously Kane's not invincible, right? I mean, like, well, actually, if he had the other, he would technically become invincible. But like, Eobard, yeah, Eobard would whoop Kane's ass because Kane doesn't have spider sense, and even spider sense can't save you from a speedster because if you were to say, let's say, Peter versus Eobard, his spider sense can only go so far, and Eobard can travel fast enough to travel through time. So you're talking like way faster than the speed of light. And yeah, spider sense, even though Kane doesn't have it, does nothing against super speed like that fast. So Kane wins.
Okay.
No, he
Yeah,
doesn't. No, Kane doesn't win.
yes.
Eobar wins. Sorry, I actually I meant to say Eobar, but I said Kane. So it's just a habit.
Game. I said again to the game, which I'm assuming it's like the
Oh,
two that each other.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on that?
That's right for the better case. If Shadow Dimensions was canon to the comics, that would have been without there was so much problems with the.
But to one another, it makes much more sense than that. So yeah, thanks for
Makes
clearing
more
that up.
sense if they're canon to each other, then yeah, that's fine. But canon to the comics, no. Fire in the War. Well, Hammerhead was created was the only one because the character in that game was created specifically for that dimension. I mean,
Because yeah,
that version of Hammerhead was created for the game.
can we talk about
Had
Noir's version of Black Cat? Like my God,
Yes, please. Let's talk about that one real quickly.
Felicia Hart. Like good Lord, she she
Exactly.
she do be looking cool though.
Yeah, she looks. I love her.
Yeah.
She's maybe older than Peter. But
I mean, I like her
maybe
look.
older than Peter.
She looks cool.
Oh, I love her. Like, I don't care. She just doesn't matter. Her face got fucked up, but yeah, that's a fact. By the way, guys, like her face got. There was a time I think Crime Master. You guys might know this guy. He's Crime Master.
Oh
You
yeah,
know the
Crime
guy?
Master. Crime Master is an underrated Spider-Man villain, but anyways.
Crime Master in the Warverse is like a little. It's like a guy who wants to be better than. He's trying to so hard to like be the new Goblin.
Oh,
That makes sense.
right.
Because the Goblin in that universe is like the top of the crime underworld. That makes sense. And he's like he owns everything. He owns like the cops. He owns the press and all that. It's kind of like that, but the Crime Master, the difference is Crime Master doesn't have the respect that the Goblin has gained. And the Crime Master is trying so hard, and I think he got so angry at Felicia because Felicia, apparently, when because one night Spider-Man came back to her place injured and
Oh
and
yeah, I remember
Felicia
that.
cleaned up her wounds, and then Spider-Man left, but then there left left blood in the bathroom, I'm assuming.
Right.
And then Crime Master was like, "Yo, whose blood is this?" And then Felicia was like, "Never even bothered, never did not spoil shit."
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
then
Yeah.
and then well, Crime Master pretty much took like a glass blade and cut her face up.
What a bitch.
Yeah,
I don't appreciate that.
I agree, Joe.
I agree. Although I really like I love all of Peter's relationships because I love him and Gwen, but I love him and MJ, but I love him and Felicia. There's different reasons I love each of them because him and Felicia is ultimate sort of like they work so well together, not only as Peter and Felicia, especially with the '80s comics there,
You
but
know, anyone else could? I mean, people. I know some people have always been saying that that and Gwen was only memorable because of the fact that she died, which I personally kind of disagree with.
yeah, I think the people who say that never read the 1970s Spider-Man because her character is actually really good in those early Dicker or not Dicker, what am I saying? The early Ramita and Stan Lee run.
Yeah, and they made a. I don't know. They're kind of they're slowly making Gwen from transitioning her from a Peter love interest to a Miles interest, which is kind of weird.
I don't. I mean, like, if it can work for the movie, do whatever you want with that. But I don't. If you're trying to, that's. It doesn't work for the movie if you try to do like Gwen and Peter because that's just creepy. Because it's like, oh well, he's like a 40, and plus Peter wants MJ, so that doesn't work either. But they can do whatever they want with Spider Gwen there. But even in the comics, they can do whatever they want with Spider Gwen. But I still think that most people know Gwen as Spider Gwen now, which while that's cool and all, I do think that lessens the impact of her death, and I think Spider Gwen's entire character lessens the impact of her death
Blind Bendis, yes.
because you're taking a character who died, and like that's the one thing like bringing back characters who died in comics is such a cliche trope and stuff, where it doesn't even matter. And I know she's an alternate version, but at the same time, it still feels slightly cheap because it's like, oh hey, Gwen is here. It's not the Gwen you know or you knew, but who even cares about the old Gwen? This is Gwen of Powers, so here.
I love how Gwen. I think Gwen's popularity kind of sparked a little bit again, thanks to the movies that came out at the time.
Oh, Taslim, yeah.
Yeah, because that was the thing when Spider-Gwen was created. So I guess
Yeah, yeah. Taslim 2 was around, because Gwen was 2014,
yeah.
and then Taslim 2 had come out, so yeah, definitely. Are you guys
It
reading the
has.
Symbiote Spider-Man comics? I am not reading the Symbiote Spider-Man comics. Are you, Spence, reading the Symbiote Spider-Man comics?
No, I'm not. But I have seen I have seen
Greg
panels.
Land. Greg Land. He's the artist
Greg
on that.
Land.
It's
He's a
interesting.
porn artist.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Everyone's
That's
had
pretty
I
good.
feel like,
Plagiarizing porn.
yeah, no, whenever someone brings up that series, that's the first thing I think about. Greg Land and
Not a
his,
good impression.
yeah, it's, yeah. It's
Why does he
blatant.
get his
It's obvious. But no, I'm
But
not reading that. The only Spider-Man comics I'm reading right now is Amazing Spider-Man, and that's it, I think.
mm,
New issue of Amazing Spider-Man comes out this Wednesday, by the way. Amazing Spider-Man number 44. Actually, it's 845 if you want to go by the real numbering, but, you know.
well, Father the Game must have been interviewing more just vibing.
I saw Barry Allen die in a comic Wilson. He better not be dead. I don't know anything about that because I'm not caught up on the Flash, so if that's a spoiler for the comics, then I have no idea about it. The only spoiler I know for the Flash comics right now is about Godspeed, so that got spoiled for me, and I hate it, but I've been behind on the comics besides Ninja Turtles because of the
Yeah.
whole delayed scheduling that the pandemic did. So I don't know anything
Yeah.
about Barry Allen dying or not. I keep seeing spoilers for that because I saw one where he's like snapping Eobard's neck, but I'm pretty sure that was just a dream thing. Um, and I hate because I keep seeing it on my feed on Instagram. Like, stop! Like, I haven't been caught up, and so I know tad bits here and there. Like, I know Eobard's trying to do something with like his own like rogues or something like that, but I don't know too much. I'm the last issue I read was like the first issue of Paradox in it, or the second one of Paradox in it. So I don't know too much besides that.
Yep. I don't know anything.
I just want Eobard Thawne to have his own book. I'd read that. Well, he is the main character in the Flash right now. I think this entire arc is pretty much focusing on Eobard. Lamau, I thought the stream ended and you guys are still going, Mad Lads. Well, you're coming near the tail end of it because I'm pretty sure we're wrapping up soon here.
Yeah, we are gonna.
The questions were done a while ago. We kind of went off. But if you guys have any last second questions, send them now or think of them now and we'll answer them.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have any questions, might as well send them. Maybe like 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Whatever you feel. Whatever comes at.
Yeah, because we can just chill and chat until you guys decide whether or not you have questions.
This is the after show.
The after party. No, but I really enjoyed doing this because it was
Yeah. This is actually really cool. You should definitely do more of these.
for sure, and I can even have you on just for a regular talk and stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll do another Elevator Talk Show podcast. So if you guys want to see more videos like this or more podcast types like this, go to Elevator Talk Show. We do these occasionally there. We also have gaming videos and stuff. So and Spence is there as well. So yeah, go
Yes.
subscribe to Elevator Talk
I
Show.
am. If you want to see our gaming content, Elevator Talk shares where it's at.
Joe asked,
If you
"What
want to
is a
see,
PP?" I'm not sure.
I don't know what that is.
Don't know. Hello guys, it's Spectacular Scars by 100. Okay, you want me to say it in the Squidward voice? Okay, like one of my
Yes.
old videos. Hello guys, it's Spectacular Scar Spire 118 here. If you couldn't tell, this mask is really tight on my face, because I painted it, and I probably shouldn't have painted it, you know, because the paint really shrunk the mask before I could actually put it on, and it really...
really sure.
Oh dude, it was pain. It was a pain, yeah, I know. M is memeing my videos right now. He
M is mean.
that was a fun video chat we had the other day with M. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we actually did. That was actually fun.
But
Really
anyways,
glad if someone else has any questions, you might as well.
how small is my PP? 2.
Uh,
But yeah, it was fun. I definitely like doing this because I don't have to edit. I don't have to do jack crap. We can just sit here and talk, and it'll be processed and uploaded and all that. So it's
yeah.
convenient for me, and it's good content.
Sometimes streaming is fun.
Yeah, and you're great, and thank you for coming on and being the first guest for this series.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hopefully Alex can be unbusy enough to do one of these. That would be not unbusy. It's not even a word. Not busy enough or free enough. I guess I should say. That sounds kind of rude saying busy. Free enough to be able to do one of these next because he's my next planned guest. So yeah, if you guys are watching this stream or watching this podcast afterhand, leave down in the comments who you think I should talk to next or talk to soon in the series, because I plan on doing this a lot, not only just a couple of people that I know personally, but hopefully I can convince other cosplayers to join me on this. But yeah,
that would be cool to do. And just the way you do it, that's gonna be the challenge.
that's the challenge because I'm gonna test it if it works with Alex, because the main thing is, like, yes,
Discord.
we can talk in Discord, but I know that the Discord audio can be recorded with OBS. I just have to figure out how to get that streamed onto YouTube, which shouldn't be too hard because this software is capable of doing that. I've seen people do it, but I just had to figure out how to configure it to do that. So I'll figure it out with Alex. I'll talk to him whenever he's available. I'll wing it then. But great stream, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any last remarks, Spence?
Yes. Stay at home.
Good advice from someone who wears a mask. Wear a mask. But yeah, no, please go follow Spence on Instagram at NerdySpencey and go subscribe to his channel. It's also NerdySpencey. He's done videos on his noir suit. He's gonna be uploading some great content there, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah, there, it's in the air. Gotta wait a little bit, and I'll probably have a video ready soon.
Yeah, he uploads. He's a responsible YouTuber. So go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to ETS, or Elevator Talk Show. We call it ETS for short. Go subscribe to ETS. With, again, no shameless advertisement. We have good videos, and like and subscribe for more content. Follow me on Instagram at Spectacular Scarletspire. No 118 in that, by the way, just Spectacular Scarletspire. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you, Spence, again for being my guest.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.